Look at current headlines for a familiar warning. The US must stop Iran from launching a nuclear missile. Watch closely, and that narrative shatters. Washington is fighting to protect the architecture of the global financial system, the structural dominance that allows a single nation to manage the world's wealth. Two major geopolitical adversaries have started chipping away at those foundations: Russia and China. Both are spearheading an economic rebellion that aligns with Iran's own long-term interests. To maintain this financial grip without constant visible warfare, Western powers use a specific mechanism: regime change. It is the calculated removal of a resistant government to install a compliant replacement. There is a historical through line here. Compare Iran's long struggle for economic independence with the map of modern US military bases surrounding its borders. The focus on a nuclear threat works as a convenient screen. It allows the public to debate missiles while the government manages its actual concern, a growing challenge to the American currency. In 1953, Iranian Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh moved to keep his country's oil wealth at home by nationalizing the reserves. In response, the CIA and British intelligence orchestrated a coup to remove him. They installed Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. His government ensured that Iranian oil remained under the control of foreign corporations, securing a steady flow of resources to the West. This pattern was repeated in 2003 Iraq. American officials presented a fabricated narrative of weapons of mass destruction to authorize a full-scale invasion. The weapons were never found, but the result was a direct transfer of resource control. Scott Ritter, a former UN weapons inspector, warns that we are seeing history repeat. His analysis suggests that the current Iranian nuclear threat is an intelligence fabrication designed to justify the next intervention. The International Atomic Energy Agency has conducted exhaustive on-the-ground inspections in Iran. Despite claims from Washington, the IAEA has found no evidence of a covert weapons program. Since the physical weapons don't exist, the persistent drive to topple the government in Tehran points to a much deeper economic motivation. That motivation began with a secret 1974 deal. Saudi Arabia agreed to price all of its oil exports exclusively in US dollars, creating the Petrodollar system. Because every nation needs oil to function, every nation is forced to acquire and hold US dollars. This mandatory demand provides the United States with global financial supremacy. Whenever an oil-producing country attempts to trade in a different currency, they face immediate, often violent intervention. Today, that supremacy is under direct attack. Severe sanctions have pushed Russia and China to build a trade network that bypasses Petrodollar entirely. This chart shows the decline of US dollar reserves alongside a surging alternative. China's petro-yuan now allows countries to trade oil outside the reach of the American banking system. A global coalition is forming around this idea. At the BRICS 2025 summit, leaders representing a huge portion of the world's population coordinated to move away from the dollar. Iran holds massive oil and gas reserves. If those resources fully integrate into this new Russia-China economic bloc, the petrodollar system will fail. This is why control over Tehran has become a strategic necessity for the West. American military strategy assumes that a preemptive strike on Iran will neutralize the threat and preserve the dominance of the dollar. Geography provides Iran with its most potent strategic leverage: physical command over the Strait of Hormuz. 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow waterway every day. If the US initiates a strike, Iran has the capability to block the strait instantly. The consequence would be an immediate spike in energy prices, followed by an uncontrollable worldwide economic crash. This crash would force nations to abandon the US dollar as a safe haven. To survive, they would have to turn to the alternative system built by Russia and China. The struggle for dominance in the Middle East has evolved into a fight for the value of a piece of paper. As the existing system fractures, the question is no longer if it will fall, but who will make the final move.